Welcome, Tom, the car mover, and Darren. Welcome. My name's Brian Knight, and I live in Melbourne, in Australia, and it's just after 5 a.m. on a Wednesday now. Wednesday for me, anyway. Rightio, let me just share this. Are you out and about, Darren?
I am, yes, Brian.
Yeah, I thought you would. So this is a risk disclosure. This is a welcome to this analysis session, and there is a full risk disclosure and a bit about us as live session traders. So let us move on with it. Tom's out moving his vehicle. So where are we? I'll just go to my trading platform. Got a couple that are still sitting down. The GBP CHF really hasn't moved very much. The Euro CHF hasn't. It's still slightly negative. And USD Singapore is also slightly negative. Everything else, the AUD has gone positive, and everything else keeps pushing in the right direction. Everything else that I'm in. So yes, life is good. I don't know. There's a discussion we're going to have about I think a discussion that we could have about whether a trade within a certain period of time moves in the right direction or kill them. Do you know what I mean? If they don't sort of move in any sort of a pace, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Anyway, um, so yeah, so we've got GBP CHF, Euro CHF. So there's the two CHFs, but they're AUD. That's a sell. That's a sell, and that's a sell. They're all sells. One's come up a little bit positive. Anyway, all right. All right, we'll stop there and go across onto the charts. I'll have to go and look at the fire in a minute too. It was a bit low. I had to, uh, let me just share across to here. Okay. So, oh, where are we with this? What happened? No, we haven't got, this is your tomorrow, is it? Yes. Your tomorrow is the rate decision. Tomorrow, just after New York Open. Well, that's going to be interesting. All right, then. AUD CAD, I'm in the sell and it's continuing to sell. You can see red, short, out, chinking, next. You can see from a daily candle perspective, it's still, you know, pushing nicely in that direction. Thank you very much. AUD CHF, again, not as substantial, but certainly pushing in the right direction as well. It is coming out towards the outside of the rail, so it might just be a bit of a short lived. We'll see how we go. Would have been nice to be from there, but that's okay. AUD still pushing down. Darren, what are we thinking? Hey,
Well, I know.
like
What can I say?
580 pips. And it has pushed well outside the rail. But that's okay. We're just patient and wait for it to turn. Ah, gosh. All right, sitting and waiting. AUD NZD. It really hasn't pushed off that much. I'm a bit, like we have got one red triangle there, and it really, let's see, from the outside of the rail to where it is, it's 50 pips, but it's that's sort of nothing substantial when you think, you can have 100 pip move in a day. So I'm still staying out of this at the moment because I think we're gonna potentially have a sell, but I don't know when because New Zealand dollar's not in a very good shape at the moment. We'll see. There is no real news coming up either, except for I think it's the 8th of August. There's a rate decision for Australia. All right. AUD Singapore, where am we in there? Oh, lovely. 118 as it goes down. I don't know what's going on. It seems weird, Darren, doesn't it? We've got Darren's just disappeared out again. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Like the Aussie dollar against all these currencies is sort of losing value at the moment. And the fundamentals are that the interest rates staying high or staying up on the Aussie dollar, potentially the 8th of August, it might even increase the cash rate. Anyway, sort of must be that this is what it needs to do at the moment to sort of let the market profit itself, for example, against the fundamentals at the moment, or it's not worrying about, or it's not considering the fundamentals because of other currencies. Now, AUD USD, which is sort of like the canary in the coal mine, it's still pushing down nicely. What's that one at the moment? I am AUD USD 86 pips up on that one. So I've got stop profits in place on all of those. Very nicely. All right. Okay. CAD CHF. Oh, yeah. 73 on that one. But that one I'm on a sell, but it's like it's dancing around here at the moment. It has given us a green triangle, but like, I don't know. Again, I have a stop profit in place. The trend bar hasn't changed on the daily, so I'm just going to hang in there for the moment. It might, this rate decision tomorrow, Darren, your tomorrow afternoon was my tomorrow night sort of thing, midnight, 1 in the morning. That's potentially going to what will move this around either up or down. So I don't really care if I'm asleep and this thing shoots up because of that rate decision, then it will stop profit me. If it goes down further, well, great, I'll wake up and move my stop profit down. It's a good situation to be in. Oh, for me, it is anyway. Right. KJ. Wow. Depends on this news. How much is that? That's moved well out of the rail now, hasn't it? Like that's 560 pips, just like the AJ. We're kicking ourselves, Darren, eh? What were we thinking?
Well, it's understandable having lost two times over, twice over across all these JPY pairs trying to sell them.
Yeah.
It's understandable that I decided didn't want to make the same mistake again. And
Yeah. We're a little
look
gun
what
shy,
happened.
aren't we?
Yeah,
That's
but
okay.
potentially getting into a good place for a buy when they do turn. Potentially.
I think it is, Darren, the situation psychologically. It doesn't matter if we've given away like a trade there for the potential to be in a
Fine.
much
Yeah.
more positive trade. Yeah. I mean, that's sort of part of the psychology of this. People would be beating themselves up saying like, oh, missed that trade, but really we're just waiting for the next opportunity to come along.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Well,
let trades interfere with you taking profit on this one.
Say that again, Tom?
I said you allowed two failed trades
Yes, correct.
to
Well,
psychologically fake you out to not
yeah,
take this trade, which is bigger than the last two combined.
yeah,
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 correct.
yeah,
Whereas
yeah,
I
Yeah.
took both these trades. I took the first one down, profited out, it pulled back, I got out. And then when it turned back around, I put my entry at the bottom of that last wick and got in and got the
yeah,
second one.
yeah. And that's fine too. Welcome,
Yeah.
Grace.
So it's like you're going to
Mm,
roll the dice no matter what you do. Even if it's two trades in a row, you stick with your plan.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 And where I am with it, Tom, my psychology was this is in an overall uptrend. I'm only going to take buys. So that's what I said to myself, and that's okay.
Yeah,
Um,
me too. Me
because
too.
I
And
didn't, I
I'm absolutely right there with you. I'm waiting for the buy as well.
yeah. But you're
That's
taking
why
the opportunity of that sell too.
right. That's why when I got my green candle, I got out and said, "Oh, it's going to start buying now." In fact, I had a trade set up for a buy and it never
Hmm.
triggered in. And
Yeah.
then when it didn't trigger in and turned down on the lower time frame just a little, that's when I got into the second half of the trade. So
Mm,
I
mm,
didn't allow my
yeah.
failures in the past to control my system that I trade with currently and
Yeah.
affect it. Because either it's gonna win or it's gonna lose.
Yeah. Correct. That's right.
But either
And
way, you're gonna stick with your system.
and you shouldn't be worried about a loss.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because this win could have ate up both those previous losses.
Mm, mm.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do
I
know what you
think
mean.
my concern was that I was trying to battle against fundamentals, and
Yeah.
that was the conclusion I came to stop trying to do that, these long-term trades. So I'm going to incur more losses, far more losses than wins if I continue to do that. So that was the thinking behind it.
And also, Darren, you're on a much larger or longer time frame, like
Yeah,
daily, and really needing the extremes more, where Tom's taking advantage of something at a 4 hour or 2 hour
yeah,
situation. So
yeah,
they are sort of different prisms that they're being viewed through, which is fine. And you're right, fundamentals are there. We make decisions at the time that we make them based upon the information we have then, not any other things. So,
True, but at the same time, you have to accept and respect the fact you're gonna have losses. But if
yeah,
you
yeah,
let that control your emotions on your next trade, then you're never going to truly win.
yeah, exactly. That is true. And we're ready for the buy.
Whenever that is.
Yeah, whatever that is, that's correct. Yeah,
That could be another month from now.
it could be. You're right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm waiting for as soon as I get along on the daily, I'm still sticking to my rules in terms of entering these trades. So once we get the long now, they're all going to set up nicely, hopefully, because they're outside the
Yeah,
X48.
yeah.
Get the green triangles, get along, and then I'll be in for what will hopefully be a long term
Yeah, the majority are
trade.
the only one that's different, Darren, is this. Oh no, the CHF JPY has dropped down. Oh, I didn't see because
I
I
think
only
it's
saw the Canada.
I think the pound JPY is not that's not dropped as far as it. I don't think. I've not
Right.
checked for a
Okay.
few hours actually, but
Yeah. Well, I thought the CHF joke was because it was sitting around the middle, but it has actually dropped off. So obviously the Swiss franc has weakened a little bit. That's interesting. Wow. Okay. Yes. So you're right there, Tom. Absolutely. We should be following it. It would have been a great, great idea on that AJ and CADJ and even CHF JPY to be in that cell. Anyway, I'm not, and that's okay. Well, there's a bit of information for you, Grace. Anyway. So then we move on to some euros. So all we're waiting for, Tom, and maybe we should, but now I think in this situation, I'm waiting for a trend bar change and for it to come back up. Just wait a bit. You're AUD. I'm in a buy on this up 150 pips. I mean, the last day was not that good, and not that it wasn't that good. Sorry, it wasn't as substantial a move as it was the previous day when market opened. It's now getting to sit outside of the rail, or just anyway. So we'll see. Once we get a sellout day, whether it's small or large, we'll get a red triangle and then look at this for a change. So for me, what I'm doing is I'm tightening and tightening and tightening my stop profit on this one. Okay. And I'd be waiting to get then into the sell. Once I get a trend bar change to red, I'll be in this one for the sell. Okay, Euro CAD. I think it's beaten the previous high. It's dancing around a bit now. We've got a couple of red triangles. As soon as I get a red trend bar change, I'll be in this one potentially for the sell. Yeehaw. Okay. Euro CHF. This is the one that, I mean, yeah, it still has gone down for the day, but this is the one I was talking about that I'm in Euro CHF and down 3 pips. But it has dropped again on this one day. So we'll see. We've got some consumer confidence coming up. Manufacturing, what else? What's the other thing? Info business climate. I don't think they're not that different in their forecast. So I don't know. I can't see it sort of changing things too much, but it certainly could. We've still got that buy, but we've got a short in and a change on the trend bar. So I'm still going to stay in this for the sell at the moment. That gave me maybe this is the thing that just gives me a little bit of hope. It hasn't changed the trend bar. If that had been a buy, it would have probably come up and then give us a trend bar change to green, and I would have gone like, nah, out. But at the moment, I'm going to stick with it. So if this pushes up a lot further, then it will come up to my stop loss. Yeah. So this is only, it just hasn't moved very much at all once I got into it. But what I felt is that it would sell, pull back, and then sell back out. Right. So we'll just wait and see. Euro GBP. Oh, we're getting a bit of a sell happening now. Where are we at? Actually, where is GU? I want to say GU. That's selling out. Okay, so No, I'm going to stay out of this at the moment, even though I've got a red trend bar there. The reason why I went and looked at GU, because I got Euro GBP, I wanted to see what the British pound was like against the US dollar, and then maybe what it would be against the euro. So it doesn't look like any sort of substantial potential move on that. So I'm just going to stay out of that at the minute. Euro JPY, another nice big drop at this time of the trading week. Did you get into this one, Tom? He's probably moving vehicles. So, yeah, so Euro JPY pushed down. It's not to the outside of the rail yet, but that doesn't mean it won't turn to go back up. This wasn't outside the rail here either. Anyway, Euro NZD. Oh, that is such a nice push up. See, it's a bit, we've got a red triangle that's pushed up past it. This one, I'm getting ready for a trend bar change and a push back down again. The only thing is weird about this, and it could push even further, is that the Euro and NZD are like at different ends of sort of strength at the moment. You can see where the Aussie dollar has dropped off against a few of these. So from a daily perspective, and what I'm seeing is in the middle of the week, if you go, this is NZD, but if you look at the AUDs, like AUD USD, AUD CSU, there is smaller daily candles. It's waiting for something to make a bigger move. And this has broken that high. So it might even break up past where it's looking like it may break up past that. And then you got the next one where it'll break up past that. It's interesting. I think it'll do a pullback before it does push up. So I'm not willing to get into a buy on this at the moment. We'll see. Euro Singapore. Hey, Tom, move the vehicle.
Yeah, I'm back.
It looks like the euro is starting to get on the sellout here. Whoa. Okay, that's interesting. Right, where's my Euro Singapore? I don't have it. Oh, that's no good, is it? Hmm. Oh, that's interesting. Well, this is weird, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm going to potentially put a sell on here. Okay. Seem weird, but yeah. So I have a sell on this. And I think this may be the start of the turn of the euro. We'll just see. I mean, this could be a big push down, then come back up and then keep going up. But I don't know. I think it's had quite a substantial push up. I think this is now the pullback down on it. Anyway, we will see. Again, I haven't put a stop loss in place. I will when I come back. Euro USD. Oh, here we go.
I'm up 19 pips on this one.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Just another thing on those JPY pairs. The other thing is they are expensive trades to sit in long term when
Yeah,
you're selling
yeah.
them.
Absolutely.
So the losses I incurred on these were made worse because of the swap fees as well. So I really took quite a battering those
Yeah,
JPY. So that was another sort of factor in avoiding these sort of high risk
yeah.
trying to sell them.
And this
Compounded
is
by
sort of, in a way, Darren, this is another justification.
yeah.
Yeah, that's okay, which is good. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all part
no,
of the consideration.
I'm just remembering that because that was also a factor in it. I just thought, what am I doing? Keep trying to fight against the fundamentals and racking up these swap
Yeah,
fees as well. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah. Where when it's buying, you actually get positive
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
positive swap fees. Actually, in fact, when you're selling, those swap fees are actually really quite substantial.
Yeah, they are certainly on the JPYs. They are. I mean, they
Yeah,
obviously varies different pairs, but the JPYs really are quite significant. Yeah.
it's something to consider as well. Yeah. Okay. And maybe again, when you're talking like from Tom being in a shorter period of time potentially, then that's not such a greater consideration. Where something like
No, it's
us
not.
that are in there longer, it is a much greater consideration. You still would be positive. It's just that it would negate some of your profits with those swap
Yeah,
fees.
yeah, yeah.
All right. So Euro Singapore and Euro USD I've got in because I have a trend bar change. I've seen the high push, it could push back up, but that's okay. So both of these, yeah. Euro Singapore, you can see change here. This is not outside the rail. You'll see in a minute if it pops up. The rail's out here. So it's not actually what Darren would as part of his rules. This is inside, and I'm looking for something like that. Yeah, push down. Euro USD, same sort of thing. It's down, back up. Now I'm looking at back down. All right, GBPs, GA, whoa, still pushing up. See this high up here? Probably will break that and then come back down again. But like missed out that opportunity from this here. Not outside the rail. Now it's outside the rail. Let's see if we'll get the sell out of it. But anyway, just got to wait for that changeover. GBP CAD. Oh, that's looking like it's getting nice there. We'll see what happens with the CAD news, but it could push up further. Oh yeah, got quite a few red triangles here though. Doesn't mean it won't push further up because if you look to the left, there's heaps of points. It broke all these. It's now going towards this one. It is faltering here. Price may be too high at the moment for it, and it needs to pull back. We'll just see. And that's where I'm with the GBP CHF. Again, it's like it's trying to push up, but see that one candle there for the day? It tried to push up, tried to push down. It's just sitting in the middle. So it's still undecided. I still have a red trend bar. So I'm going to stay in that one for the sell, even though I'm, whereas a GBP is, 7 pips down or something. So, I would have taken it when it did that. It's now a couple of days at the end of last week, pushed back up. All right, GJ. Oh. Oh. All the JPYs, they're all interesting. They've done a significant push down for the day. And you're right there, Darren. It's not near the rail as yet. So we'll wait to see what happens there. Again, just waiting for the turn to get back up again. GBP NZD pushing up high again, past that previous high. You'll see, where is it, over here? We are, we've got one red train, but it's still pushing up. So that New Zealand dollar's not not going very well at the moment. Anyway, and that could have been a buy on that one. I'm regretting the fact I wasn't in there. So where are we now? GBP Singapore. This is interesting. Where is my... I don't have it listed. Okay. Let's go and see. Interesting. I mean, you can see I've got these as orange at the moment. And orange for me is like potentially to take a trade. All right. For a sell, I've taken that. The others are pushing up hard, but anyway. GBP USD, that as well. See how that's turned as well. GBP USD. I haven't taken that before either.
I'm negative 4 pips on this one.
Negative. What are you in a buy or sell? Okay. How can it be negative? Oh, because it's pulled back from when you got in. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll get into a sell on this as well. So 1, 2, 3. I'm in 4 new trades this morning. Oh, my morning. So this now is in sell. Rightio, NZDs. I'm still in a sell on this and it keeps selling. We've got that news coming up. We'll see what happens with it. We don't have any. It would have been nice to be in a second one of this, but it hasn't sort of moved the rate of knots. Where am I? NZD 117. So I got a stop profit in place. I think it'll move further. NZD CHF, same. I think that'll push further as well. Where's my NZD CHF? Where is it? Oh. Oh. Hang on. No, it might be down there. Yeah. Up 135 pips on that one. Pull it up a bit to get all that trades in. Oh, I'm back in 17 trades. Oh my gosh. That's a bit crazy, isn't it? NZD JPY. Why am I not in the sell? Why am I not? Rightio. NZD JPY. I'm going to do this crazy thing. This is crazy. Okay. I'm going to get into a sell, even though it might be just a disaster, but we'll see what happens. Like it's crazy. Whoa. Where is it? Oh no. That's okay. $18 trades now. That's a crazy one to be in, but anyway. NU, that's still going well. And my NU is up 95. Or, there's 95 pips on it. So it will be outside the rail as well. They have a stop profit in place. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5. I've got to put stop losses in. Singapore, Japanese yen. So, wait, the only one it's that NJ. Okay. UK. Wow. I don't think it, well, we'll just see how it goes. But it would have probably been okay to be in, but I kept out of it because of all of this stuff there. We'll see if it pushes past that high. Anyway, USD CHF. Whoa. Get ready for the buy. I'm waiting for a trend bar change here. Not yet. Okay. What's this US news? Oh, that's that durable stuff. Okay. And personal spending. Okay. UJ still pushing down, but not that much. Pushed up and back down again. Where is it? Outside the rail? Yeah, just. So we'll see. They've all got potential to turn at some point anyway. USD and Singapore. Oh, that's right. I got in that yesterday for a buy. Oh, yeah. I got it yesterday, so it's pulled back a little bit. I'm down 4 pips on it, but that's okay. We'll see if we get continuation of move on that one or not. Where's gold come back down? Oh no, push back up a little bit. Okay. And Bitcoin's still sitting around that 65. Pull back for the day. Looks okay. Oh, Darren, oil. Look at that drop off.
Yeah. Well,
It didn't come out of the rail, didn't give you what you needed, but you got a short and a trend bar change, and down she fell.
yeah. Was it close to the bottom now, is it? Or
It did come down close, but it sucked back up a bit, Darren. So it might, there might be a few more candles before it comes outside of the rail, and then potentially you can get back into a buy on it.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, it's sort of like if it doesn't break the low, then, but it could be on the way down because it's come off a high, broke the low down over here, pushed back up, didn't break the high, didn't break the low, didn't break the high, in a sort of a weird position at the moment. So if it comes down and doesn't break that low, then it's more likely to come up and, it's wedging in. I mean, if you look at it, it's wedging in like this.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the oil situation. And then we've got cocoa, which is just sort of dancing around a bit again. So how's that sound to you all?
Sounds good.
Very good.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I jumped in. One, the NZD JPY. I think I'm a crazy cat with that one. It's the contemplation is, do you get into all of the JPYs for sales? But they're at some point they're going to turn, and there's going to be whatever it is. It wasn't the president of the US current pulling out and putting the second in, or I can't remember what a title is.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. What second in line or whatever she is.
She's vice president. Yeah.
Vice president. Yeah. That's
Who's
the term
going to win the election now then, Tom? What's your prediction?
It's a hard toss up because the numbers are now saying she's up by 2 points ahead, and she had a massive $85 million cash war fund come in overnight, basically, since she made the announcement she's running. So she's got a huge war chest, and polling is in her favor. But I never doubt Americans, and there's too many stupid white people here. So we will either lose because she's a woman or she's black, one of the two.
Yeah, but they've got to change the Trump side of things. They've got to come up with a whole new line of attack now. It's been all about the Biden and his age and not fit for office because he's too old, and that's all gone out the window now, hasn't it?
Right. Well, now the thing is,
Trump's the old one now. Trump's the old one.
Right. Exactly. And the thing is now they're already starting their, she slept her way to the top. She's a whore. That kind of shit.
Oh. Some of the things you hear, it's so dirty.
And he didn't sleep his way.
I've heard stuff today and I thought, what on earth?
And Tom, he didn't sleep his way to the top.
Well, I think
right. It's like, hey, the only person I want to hear slut shame her are people that have never had sex. Other than that, just shut up.
Yeah.
Because she's no different than any other human on the planet.
Correct. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, but I think
what's really scaring the MAGAs right now are, one,
what are they called?
MAGAs, Make America Great Again.
Oh, MAGAs.
Known as maggots.
Okay.
So what they're scared about is now that our Supreme Court has given complete and immunity to the president, there's a chance that one, Trump's going to lose to a black woman, nightmare scenario for him. Two, she could do whatever the hell she wants because it's immunity once she is president. And three, the Supreme Court did not see this coming a mile away, giving a black woman with unlimited powers control over their job because she can fire them. Now, if they retire, which three are looking at coming up for retirement, she could replace three of those old white judges with three progressive young black women. And it's freaking them out. And that's my response. And it's like, I don't care whether I like her or not. Her politics don't matter to me. I just want her to beat Trump and have everybody's heads explode because now we have a black female president with no restrictions. And I'm saying I hope she wins, and I hope she starts throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. I don't care how ridiculous it is. Everything they hate, I want her to do more of.
What sort of revolution, though, will occur, though, Tom? That's the thing that they're holding over people. They're saying, well, if you don't vote us in, it's illegal, it's rigged, and we're going to go after, so that we get our rightful, this is crazies.
And I say, by all means, if she is elected and MAGA loses their minds and they want to start some kind of conflict, then I'm glad my president is in the White House with all the weapons at her disposal to shut them up. My nightmare scenario is Trump wins. He has all this immunity. He has all these weapons. And we're sitting here going, fuck, we're done.
Yeah.
Because we know what they plan on doing. They've made it very clear.
Yeah, Russia.
In fact,
I just
found out today that they're going to remove all the FDIC, which is the insurance on our bank, which means if they go under, we don't get any of our money back.
Yeah.
And they're going to deregulate banks so they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, we're just going to crumble as a nation. We're just going to fail miserably. It's either we're going to fail miserably or at least we're going to have another 4 years of a maybe.
Yeah. How much of this being the actual plan from the Democrats anyway?
You know what? I want to give them 100% credit, but they're idiots. So I don't think they plan this shit at all. I think they just roll with whatever comes over their plate to eat. However, I gotta say, if they did plan it, it is kind of a stroke of genius.
Yeah.
Because they waited till after the RNC convention.
Yeah.
They let them spend just ass loads of money on Biden.
Yeah.
And now they switched to Harris, and they got to make all new T-shirts, all new flags, come up with all new slogans. It's just like, it's kind of a brilliant move in a way.
Yeah. I think this was orchestrated, to be honest. I think it was like, hang on a minute. hang on. Let's wait. Like, bang, now this is the right time to, because it's politics.
Yeah, but you got to understand the history.
Politics is a game.
Right. Absolutely. But you got to understand the history of politics with Democrats in the United States. They will shoot themselves in their own foot at the last minute to lose races. I don't know what it is about them, but they are just self-destructive people like I've never met before.
Here we call it choking. They'll choke at the last minute.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. It's all very fascinating at this point. And it's a coin toss. I mean, it is literally a coin toss.
Yeah, and so,
If it was if Joe Biden had taken a white middle-aged man as a running mate and he stepped out and the white middle-aged man took over, this race would be over. there'd be no question.
Right.
But because it's a woman and she's black, woo, that's a hard pill to swallow. Because they weren't mad at Obama. They were mad because he was black. And now they have a black female. Oh my God. Holy cow. They're just like
Yeah, but
chomping at the bit.
But what's the percentage of population of colored people and Hispanic, and like, it depends on where their allegiance is, the different sort of ethnicities. But wouldn't she wouldn't they vote favorably for her not being a white middle-aged guy or older guy?
Yes and no, because women
Wouldn't
are
they
looked
think that
upon
she
as
represents? Yeah.
women are looked upon as second-rate citizens here. They're not
Oh my
complete
God.
100 people,
Oh my
100%
God.
people.
Oh
So
no.
I mean, we're ass backwards, like 1840s thinking here. So
Oh.
when we say,
And women think that because you got 50% of the population, does some of that 50% believe that?
oh, absolutely, women hate each other here.
Really?
Women are worse to each other here than men are worse to women. And men think women suck here. So even though she's getting more female popular votes, more ethnic vote, meaning Hispanic, Chinese, Black vote, and 19 to 28, she gets more votes. Here we have the Electoral College, and the only states that are really going to matter are the southern ones, like Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, all those states. And they are straight redneck. They do not like women, let alone black women.
But that's only the white population of that area, isn't there? Quite a
yeah, but they rule that area.
Yeah, but wouldn't it's they wouldn't tell the colored people how they need to vote.
Oh no, they won't. But they outnumber those numbers.
You think they outnumber them
in those few states?
Oh, okay.
So we could win, like
with number of votes.
36, 40 states. And lose just like a handful of southern states, and he wins.
Right.
So Hillary Clinton beat Trump in the popular vote by a lot. But the Electoral College in those few states said, no, we don't want a woman, and handed it to Trump. So the whole country lost because of those few states. So that's why he goes down to the southern states and says, Wisconsin, I got to have Wisconsin. I got to have not Delaware, but Ohio and Arkansas and Michigan and all the red states down below.
Tom, you're getting prompted in the background there, mate.
Oh yeah. Well, believe me, I am up on this crap, man. I watch it every day. I have to.
Yeah, the media stuff is incredible.
Well, I don't really watch media stuff. I watch analytics. I watch professionals.
Yep.
So when they're like, in fact, I commented on Paul Turner's comment this morning.
Yeah.
And I was saying to him that when Trump lost in 2020, because they were making fun of a misspelling on a post. And everybody was making fun of it. And I pointed out to Paul, I said, hey, that's actually a tactic. That's a learned tactic. So what they do is they'll say, this place sucks, SUKKS. And 50 people will go, you're stupid. You can't even spell, sucks. And it just goes on for 50 comments. Yeah. Whereas if they would have said, you suck and spelt it right, they would have got maybe 3.
Yeah.
So what Russia discovered is if you actually misspell words, you get more views and
Response,
more
yeah.
comments and more likes than
Yeah.
you normally would. And what they
Yeah.
discovered is the people that will thumbs it up or like it or love it or whatever the case may be, and don't correct the spelling, then the Facebook tells them that these people do not care about the information being posted or that it's misspelled, and they
And
target
don't,
them directly because
yeah.
they're either don't care to do their own research on the information to see if it's accurate, or they're so naive they don't recognize the misspelling and they're easy
Yeah.
marks.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
put propaganded information to those people. And it's like
Social media has a lot to answer for, really. I mean, it is a tool.
absolutely.
It's a tool that's being used now. And anyway.
Well, you hear all these people who are just full of shit, like Elon Musk. Let me give you an example. He says, Joe Biden's dropping out. Now it's going to be Kamala Harris. So I guess George Soros is putting him in, spending his billions putting in Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
When just 2 days before, Elon Musk says, I'm putting in $45 million a month into Trump's re-election.
Yeah.
He's doing it. He's buying the vote.
Yeah, I know. It's
garbage. So it's
just,
I wash all that bullshit out and don't listen to them and just look at the stats. It's the stats I want.
There was an interesting post in there about Musk saying, "Oh, it's good seeing a white billionaire, giving money to elite so that he can make more billions."
Exactly.
He's just edging his bets, or trying to back up something to make more for them and everyone else lose. So,
well, think about it like this. Look at it this way. Elon Musk just said he's moving from San Francisco to Texas. Texas has no income tax. So he's going to be able to make all sorts of money and not pay taxes. At the same time, he's putting money behind Trump to win. If Trump wins,
how does the state survive if it has no income tax?
Property taxes, business tax, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But they don't pay business tax. They pay like 8%. I mean, it's nothing. So
right.
If Trump wins, he's already said he's getting rid of NOAA, NOAA. And it's NOAA is what keeps, tell us when tornadoes are coming, earthquakes.
It's a warning system.
Yeah, it tells us everything about our weather system around the globe. And if Trump wins, he's going to get rid of NOAA and privatize it. And who wants to privatize it with all his satellites? Elon Musk. And it's like he's just trying to buy his way in. I mean, it's so apparently obvious. So no, I don't listen to those guys at all. They're just scammers. So
yes, the great white hope.
We'll see November.
Yeah, we will.
We either revert back to 1830s Nazi Germany or move forward.
Yeah. And more disadvantaged people are disadvantaged. So the way I see, the way that I think the world outside of the US sees it is that the US basically have these rich people that just use all of these poor people to make them rich or keep them rich. And that, it's no different to China or Russia. You've got the elite that basically it's just a pseudo communist setup, really.
Yeah, it's an autocracy.
Yeah. And he wants to make it even more like that and suck more blood out of people.
Yeah, in fact, there's a recording of Trump standing in Mar-a-Lago going, I know you guys are all billionaires sitting here, but don't worry. When I win again, I'm going to wipe out all your taxes, give you guys loans to take all your debt back. We're going to make billions. Do you really think he gives a flying F about poor people? Nah, not at all.
No, which is the mentality that really the Republicans are more about, isn't it? It's like,
yes, they're in for the wealth. They want billionaires to make more money.
which is crazy. Yeah. I
You
mean,
see
that's
with
the difference here. We
Elon
have
Musk got that $56 billion payout.
no.
Yeah, he got a payout from Tesla for $56 billion. It was a stock buyout.
No, I
Because
didn't
he
see.
said, if you don't give me what I want, I'm going to take all my technology and go someplace else. Now imagine that jackass in control of NOAA and all the world's information, and him saying, now that I have you by the balls, either you give me what I want or else.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to fight off.
But billionaires
Well,
wanting
Trump,
more billion, what's the good of that? I mean, how's that going to, anyway?
Ego,
Yeah, no.
he's
fill a
Darren
black
money.
voided hole.
Go, Darren.
Trump's talked about already openly talked about changing the constitution if he gets in, so he
That's
can
right.
he can serve as many terms
Yes.
as he wants effectively. So you know,
And
to remove this 2-term limit. So
that's right.
we might not be able to get rid of him.
That's right. That's exactly right. So this is our last election, one way or another. Either we're going to have a future election or we're going to have a king that never leaves. And if he decides one day he wakes up and goes, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm old. I want to retire. I want to go golf and do nothing else. I'm putting my son, my youngest son, Barron, in charge of all the United States. He's now 21, and you have him till he's 70. That's the law. Can't change it. He will literally be able to go into any bank he wants, any bank, don't care how big they are, and go, all your assets are now mine. Put them in my bank account. You can't sue me and you can't fight it. I have complete immunity. And by the way, the CEO, Jamie Dimon, if you don't do what I want, I'll murder you.
As
Can't convince him.
Trump and Putin can have a party together.
Oh,
Yeah.
Putin would love it. You know, there's $12 trillion in assets in Ukraine. That's what Putin wants. That's what we're trying to keep Putin from getting. And Trump's like, yeah, fuck it, give it to him. Yeah. No. Just a cluster F.
Yeah, what a piece of work anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Again,
let's see if we can.
I love and hate my country.
Yeah. The dichotomy, the confusion.
Yep.
Well, my question was, who do you think is going to win the election? And then half an hour later,
Still don't know. It's a coin toss.
Yeah, I'm
I
far
think
enough
it's going to
away.
be close now. It's going to be close now, I think.
Yep.
Certainly
I hope so.
made it a bit more interesting.
Yeah, Darren, it's interesting. And we're in countries where, for example, we have a healthcare system. Not to say it's a great system, but at least we have a healthcare system that looks after some people.
Well, that's
or,
true.
You know,
That's true. That's true. But
Yeah,
that's
they're
one thing.
They're getting rid of our healthcare system.
Yeah, the Republicans don't want that, did it? They don't want.
No.
Don't want
No,
people
they
to
want
offer
privatize it.
No. Yeah. But we have Nigel Farage in our country. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
He's Donald Trump's #1 fan.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. There's a few nutters in England, but not enough. Not enough to sort of put him in any sort of position of power, I don't think.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we used to say about Trump.
Oh, no,
Bam,
sorry.
here we
No,
are.
you might say that. But outside of the US, we know there's a lot of crazies there. We know that there's a lot of crazies.
Yeah.
And right from birth, you're all told that the US is the only place in the world and the only thing that been rah 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 rah. It's like,
Yep.
good on. No,
Yep.
that's interesting.
That's why, and I made this comment the other day to someone. I said, this is why I'm trading. Because if I can trade and do this anywhere on the planet, I don't have to be here.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Because I have no qualms about leaving the United States to go somewhere else.
Mm. Yeah. I got a shed with a shower and a toilet and a room over there.
I'll take it.
Oh, it's got internet as well.
That's all you need. You just need internet.
Yeah.
That's right.
Until of course Trump takes control of that, and I don't even have that.
Yeah. What a shit show.
We'll see. Anyway, I better go and take my kids, or go and pick up kids to take them to school, and I'll come and fix up a few. What have I got to do? I've got, how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 that I need to put some stop losses in place. And we'll just see. There's some crazy decisions in there, but hey, that's just the way it is. All right. Until tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone. Thank you for your input. And we'll just see how we go.
Take care.
All right then.
Yeah.
All the best. Ciao.
See you. Bye.
Bye.